Click subscribe to get latest news and don't forget to press the bell icon.
The Trump White House has done what many presidents have promised to do, but never quite pulled off. Presidents always promise that they're going to give us money back in some way. They're going to lower taxes and decrease spending or cut some program that eats a good chunk of the government budget. Sadly, when they get to Washington, it rarely ever actually happens. President Trump, though, has accomplished more in his first 7 months in office than many presidents do in their entire term. What usually amount to empty campaign promises have actually turned out to be a cohesive plan to improve the standard of living for hardworking Americans. The operative word in that sentence being hardworking. Those who are allergic to sweat and elbow grease aren't what made this country great in the first place, and they're not who voted for President Trump, and he knows that. The president promised to cut away the bloated and unproductive system that allows the able-bodied to mooch off of the taxpayers, and he has done just that. According to new reports, more than 1 million Americans are now off of food stamps since the president took office. And that decrease was just what the numbers showed as of May of this year. The latest U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, statistics on food stamp enrollment now show that since President Trump took office in January 2017, more than 1.1 million Americans don't have to take welfare in the form of food stamps anymore. Participation in the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, dropped to 41,496,255 in May 2017, according to the most recent data available from the USDA. This number is down from 42,691,363 in January 2017 when Trump took office. In just the first few months of Trump's presidency, SNAP enrollment decreased by 2.79%. On average, food stamp participation in 2017 has fallen to its lowest level since 2010, and the latest numbers show that this trend is continuing. In case you're wondering what those numbers mean, the breakdown is that for every month this administration is running the country, they're on average reversing a year's worth of damage done to the welfare system done by the prior administration. If you're a Democrat, it makes perfect sense that you'd want as many people as possible on government assistance. No better way to make a Democrat for life than to pay them and then threaten that their money will be taken away if they don't vote for your candidate. The problem is that the balance is severely off at this point because the economy can't handle this many freeloaders. President Trump gets that and is doing something about it. DML, Trump proposed cuts to SNAP in his 2018 budget proposal, suggesting that states match up to 20% of federal money allotted for the food stamp program and expand work requirements for able-bodied adults receiving food stamps. Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration has also prompted many immigrants, both legal and illegal, to cancel their food stamps over concerns that they might be denied citizenship or deported. Federal lawmakers are also working on legislation that would seek to expand food stamp work requirements and put time limits on how long those enrolled in the food stamp program can receive benefits. At the state level, food stamp enrollment has dropped significantly in places such as Georgia and Alabama, where they have now mandated work requirements for able-bodied adults if they want to receive food stamps. Both states fully implemented work requirements for food stamp recipients in 2016 to 2017. During Obama's presidency, on the other hand, the number of food stamp recipients skyrocketed by 10.7 million people, resulting in a 32% increase since he took office in 2009, according to Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, data released by the Department of Agriculture. Nearly 33,490,000 people received food stamp benefits when Obama began his presidency, and during the 8 years that he was in the White House, that number soared to 44,219,123, which showed an increase of about 10,729,000 people. The numbers don't lie. The states where it's required that you actually work if you're able-bodied have decreased their numbers significantly because this is a convenience for many who qualify. The fact of the matter is that just about any one of us could quit our job, let our house and car get taken away and then look like, on paper, that we deserve government assistance. The job of those in power is to make sure that the tax dollars are being distributed to those with an actual hardship. If someone actually can't get a job, that's different than someone who's unwilling to work a job. It also helps that those illegals who are brazenly walking into government buildings and demanding that we accept them and pay for their housing and food while they stay here have finally gotten the fear of the ice put into them. Their drain on the economy may not be gone yet, but it has at least been decreased by the Trump expedited exportation plan. We may not be on the home stretch yet, but over 1 million U.S. residents taken off of welfare is a great way to start making America great again.